Hey, what's up everybody? My name's Cap and welcome back to the channel. So glad you guys are here. Big thank you to everybody who's leaving likes and comments on all the videos. Just know that I truly appreciate it, and let's keep that love going strong on this one. Now, I've been enjoying doing these kind of thought style commentaries instead of just talking about a game or talking about an event or whatever, just kind of topics that come to mind. And something I was thinking about this last weekend and enough to put into a commentary is, and that's like what it's like being an adult. And something I've noticed that as I'm an adult, because I'm 34, yeah, I'm 34 now, but I don't feel like an adult still most of the time. I mean, I have my responsibilities and I do those, and my obligations as an adult, I do all that sort of stuff too, but for a big chunk of the time, I'm like, I don't really feel like I should be classified as an adult. And I was thinking about this and talking to some friends about it not too long ago, so this is all from my perspective as what it's like being an adult. I'm sure there's other people out there that either agree or disagree, whatever. That's cool, no big deal. But I was, a couple years ago, I was sitting here watching my son do his taekwondo thing, and beforehand, they were all kind of playing around, you know, before class actually started. I was watching the teachers, it's a husband and wife that own the school, and I was watching them too, and they were kind of just horsing around like, you know, couples who love each other actually do. They were kind of, you know, almost tickling each other, just poking fun, chasing each other, and they kind of got into this little wrestling thing, and it was really cute and funny to watch because they were laughing and having a good time. And I'm thinking, these people are adults. They are people who, they own a business. I trust them with care for my child. I treat them with respect because I see them as adults. And I'm like, they're sitting here acting like kids, and yet, well, I look at them as responsible adults. I'm like, what? I do the same thing. I'm playing video games. I mean, I'm currently doing a commentary over a video game. And I horse around and wrestle with my wife too. We play tag, and I still play hide and seek and that sort of thing. And it got me really thinking about what an adult is, and half the time, I think most of the time, it's like we're just thrust into being an adult, and we never actually get past that younger version of ourselves that, you know, has fun all the time. I mean, unfortunately, there isn't a day that you just suddenly wake up and all of a sudden you have all your stuff together in life and you have the answers and you can just fully function. I mean, as a child, you look at as an adult, especially somebody who's like a higher prestige level adult, you know, somebody who wears a suit to work and has a nice car, big house, big fancy job and stuff, and like, this person really has their stuff together. But I'd be really curious to see what that person's like behind the scenes. I mean, do they run around the house on Sunday having a pajama day, playing hide and seek with their kids, and, you know, having tickle fights with their wife, and they play video games and stuff? Because, you know, that's the kind of stuff that I do, and I'm supposed to be an adult. And but you don't just wake up and have all the answers. And I know that's something that as a young person, you look at an adult as like, okay, this is the responsible person who has their stuff together, who knows how everything works, who has the answers in life. And I mean, me personally, an honest confession here, when I go into a post office, I look up all the stuff on the sign there. I'm like, I have no idea which one of these I'm supposed to pick. I'm like, am I supposed to do ground? Am I supposed to do freight, express delivery, overnight delivery? I'm like, I just want to get my stuff from here to wherever it needs to go in a reasonable amount of time. Which one do I pick? And then people look at me like I'm stupid. I'm like, I don't even go to the post office. This isn't something that I just woke up and I was like, hey, I'm an adult. All of a sudden, I know how the parcel system works, and I know how to do all my taxes. I mean, I do my own taxes now, but it's not something I just all of a sudden figured out. It was something I had to sit down and learn. And there's so much to that is the same thing with everything being an adult. Like, you look up at your parents. I know my son looks up at me, and I'm his hero. I'm his role model. I'm exactly what a daddy's supposed to be, and I love that he looks at me. But truthfully, I have no idea what I'm doing sometimes. It's all playing by the seat of my pants, you know, trying to figure it out as I go. Because, you know, they say there's no manual when it comes to being a parent, and that's true. I mean, there's books and stuff and give you kind of guides and stuff, but there's no, here's a book you can look up answers to the troubling questions you're going to get as a father, or the scenarios you can't really predict coming out. And it's just one of those, you just kind of figure it out as you go. So you as a child, as you're growing up and learning how to become a functioning human being and become a teenager and become a young adult and an adult of your own, you're all learning how to do all that stuff. In the meantime, your parents are learning how to do all that same stuff too, with your growing age there. So I'm like, this year I'm learning how to handle a 7-year-old that's in first grade and has after school care, stuff I've never had to do before this year. And it's just, you know, he looks at me as if I already have the answers, and there's a lot of things that come up and it's like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, why am I being entrusted to make this kind of decision involving other people. I'm like, oh yeah, it's because I'm an adult. I'm like, when did this happen? I don't remember becoming an adult. I think I got older because, you know, the only alternative is, you know, not to get older and just die off young or whatever. But I think, and I've said this as a mantra growing up or whatever, like, you have to grow old, but you don't have to grow up. You know, I've had people on some of my channels before, and it's like, oh my god, you're a 30-something-year-old guy and you play Minecraft, you play video games. How lame is that? I'm like, kid, you don't know what you're talking about. I've been playing games since gaming wasn't a thing, and I'll always continue to play games as long as I have an interest in it. And same thing, I go outside and play basketball. I play tag with my son. I play tickle tag with my wife. And, you know, that's the sort of stuff that being an adult is. And so, you look at your teacher. Like, my wife's a teacher. She dresses really nice. She commands authority and speaks very nicely in front of the classroom. And so all these teachers that the students have, and I remember thinking this as a kid, you're like, oh, okay, I bet all she does, she goes home and reads, she probably listens to classical music, drinks a glass of wine, very sophisticated. Like, they don't picture the fact that the teachers are out having fun. They go out and have drinks and listen to loud music, and, you know, they still feel like kids and stuff. Like, so it's all a big facade. While we maintain a really good image of maturity and responsibility, like, we do what we have to survive, but the rest of the time we're just kind of trying to make it through without killing somebody. So, you know, that's just a thought process I was having the other day, and something else that goes along with it is I forget I'm an adult sometimes. Like, okay, when you're growing up, everything you have is provided to you by your parents. I mean, most things. You get to a point where you have your own money and you buy stuff, but, like, your bedding, your sheets, your pillows, all that stuff like that, you didn't buy that, chances are, until you get to a certain age. But it's like everything, after you move out after high school or whatever like that, you take all that stuff with you. So you're sitting there, you got the same comforter, the same sheets, same pillows for long periods of time. And I remember thinking several years ago, I was like walking through a store, I was like, you know what, I kind of need a new pillow. I've had the same one for like 10 years. And I'm like, I'm an adult. I've been paying taxes for 10 years. Like, why don't I buy myself a good pillow? Like, that's not something I think of. And things like, buy myself an umbrella. I have the same umbrella I've been using in high school, like, you know, like many, many moons ago. I don't even know how long ago that was. Like, why don't I go buy myself a new one? Or gloves. I was thinking the other day, I was like, I need a really good pair of winter gloves. The ones I have, I've been wearing these for like 20 years. They're kind of worn out. I'm like, why? Why are they worn out? Why don't I buy myself a new glove? I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I'm an adult. I can actually go get these. I don't have to have permission or a reason to. I could just go get it. So, being an adult is not about having all the answers. It's about trying to figure it out and then forgetting you're an adult. So, anyway, it's just a thought-provoking commentary I came up with, and hope you guys enjoyed it. So, thank you guys for all the support. You guys have a good one, and I will catch you later.